U.S. President Donald Trump is getting mixed reviews after completing his first 100 days in office, a traditional point of assessment for a new president since Franklin Roosevelt moved swiftly to counter the Great Depression in the early weeks of his presidency in 1933. We hear more from VOA national correspondent Jim Malone.
To mark his first 100 days in office, Donald Trump held a campaign-style rally in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, with supporters who have stuck with him through good times and bad.
To reflect on an incredible journey together and to get ready for the great, great battles to come, and that we will win in every case, okay? We will win.
In his first 100 days in office, Trump signed a flurry of executive orders that pleased his core supporters. But he struggled to get some important agenda items through Congress, most notably health care reform. Republicans, though, remain generally supportive, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
I like the strike in Syria. I like the bunker buster bomb in Afghanistan. I like the more assertive foreign policy. As I've said repeatedly, I'm not a big fan of the president's tweeting habits.
For Democrats, Trump has been a source of protest and resistance, and that will likely continue, says Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer.
The president's my way or the highway approach is one of the main reasons he has to show little on health care and show little for his first 100 days in office.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
The standard for the most active first 100 days was set by Franklin Roosevelt, who came to power at the height of the Great Depression in 1933. Republicans Ronald Reagan and George W. Bush and Democrats John Kennedy and Bill Clinton all overcame early presidential stumbles to build a record of achievement. But Trump may need some victories soon to turn around his historically low approval ratings, says analyst William Galston.
Success breeds success, and failure tends to breed failure, because once you've demonstrated weakness, your enemies may be more eager to stand up to you, and your friends may be less secure about aligning themselves with you.
Trump has worked hard to retain the support of his political base, says Sarah Binder.
There really isn't anybody in the center, and it becomes a little lonely there. I think they get much greater company and boost from turning to their base.
Historically, presidents have the most political leverage early in their term, says historian Richard Norton Smith.
I mean, the greatest single danger that the modern presidency confronts is the risk of overexposure. Not because of anything particularly the president does or doesn't do, but it's simply the incredible saturation coverage that any White House generates these days.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
Successful presidents like Roosevelt, Kennedy, and Reagan were able to broaden their public appeal over time. And that is perhaps the greatest challenge now awaiting Donald Trump. Jim Malone, VOA News, Washington.